Hello friends, a real life story. This actually happened to me a couple days ago and it is the inspiration for this pronunciation lesson. So I wanted to return something to a store a couple days ago and the staff person asked me a question. She said, "Do you have the reecit?" I said, "The what?" Can you guess what she was asking me for? She repeated herself, "The reecit." And I still didn't get it. I had to ask a third time. And she said again, "The reecit." So can you understand what she was asking for? I'm just curious. And I'm gonna give you a pronunciation lesson to help you to avoid this and similar mistakes. So you're in the right place. This is Go Natural English, specifically for intermediate English learners to improve their English fluency to the advanced level. I'm not sure if most people would guess that the staff person, from hearing what she said, reecit, would actually guess that, well, she's trying to say something that sounds completely different. But because I've been teaching English as a second language for over 20 years, and I have a lot of experience working with international English learners, and also because of the situation, the circumstance, after the third time that I asked her to repeat, I was finally able to put two and two together, or to understand that she was asking not for a reecit, but for a receipt. Did you get it? Did you understand that she meant receipt? If you could guess this, then you're doing much better than I did, because it took me a while to get it. So why was this person saying reecit? Why would you look at this word and pronounce it so differently? Well, I think it's because English is difficult, and a lot of English learners will apply the rules, the pronunciation rules from their first language to English when we read it. And that same thing happens no matter what language you're learning. If I go to learn a different language, if I go to learn Spanish, let's say, if I was just learning it for the first time, I would not have perfect pronunciation. I would, as an adult, I would apply the rules that I know about the English language to the Spanish language, which don't always work. Case in point. So back to this example. It's not reecit, it's receipt. So how do we understand the difference between the correct pronunciation and the incorrect pronunciation? Well, the first problem is that this incorrect pronunciation is stressing the first syllable in this word, reecit. Do you hear how the first syllable is stressed? It's longer, it's louder, reecit. So you almost feel yourself lift up or put more pressure onto the first part of the word. Reecit. Again, this is incorrect. So the correct syllable stress would be stressing the second syllable. Receipt. Receipt. So how do you know which syllable to stress in any given English word? The more you immerse yourself in the English language, the more time you spend with it, the more you practice, the more you study, you will start to notice there are patterns. However, for many words, we simply have to observe and then memorize the correct stress patterns. And I will say, this is not taught in enough English classes. You have to stop just thinking about the sounds that letters make and really focus on the stressed syllable, because I will tell you right now, you will advance your English much faster, much better. You'll improve so much more if you simply put the stress on the correct syllable. Even if you're pronouncing the vowel sounds incorrectly or any sound incorrectly, if you get the stress correct, it will be easier for others to understand you. Take a look at this example that I've been using. If I say reecit or receipt, even though I'm not pronouncing the vowel sounds correctly. They're a little bit off. I would wager, I would bet that another native speaker would be more likely to understand me if I at least have the syllable stress correct. That said, you need to know that English has short vowel sounds and long vowel sounds. This may be something that you went over with your teacher during a pronunciation class. For example, in the word receipt, I could not understand very well when the staff person said reecit, not only because she stressed the first syllable, but also because she was making the second syllable a short vowel sound. I. I is a short I. Reecit. She said reecit. Reecit. I versus E. In the word receipt, we actually have a long I sound, and that will certainly help others to understand if you can use the correct vowel length. When you have the long vowel sound, it's longer. You hold it longer. Reecit, receipt. Do you hear it's held a little bit longer? This small detail will make a huge difference with your pronunciation. So much of English pronunciation feels so overwhelmingly difficult, but here is a quick hack, a trick, a tip that will help you with any word and knowing how to pronounce it correctly. So what is it? Well, when you have a stressed syllable, and every word has one, next to the stressed syllable, you have a weak syllable. So for example, again, with the word receipt, listen and you will notice that the first syllable is weak. So it's not receipt, it's not equal syllables. The second syllable is stressed, so the first syllable is weak. They balance each other out in this way. And we really don't ever have equal syllables in English unless there's some reason you want to do that for effect. So the first syllable becomes what we call the schwa sound, which is It's not receipt. Again, it's receipt. Receipt. Do you hear the difference? Not re. It's spelled R-E, but we don't say receipt. We say receipt. Okay, so this is a really helpful trick. When in doubt how to pronounce a vowel, just pronounce it as if it's not the stressed syllable, and you're going to sound much more native-like and definitely more like an American English speaker. So now you know 3 really important points to better pronunciation. 1, identify the stressed syllable. 2, identify whether the vowel sounds are long or short. And 3, when in doubt, schwa, that sound. So I'm curious, in this situation where you return items, you need a receipt, usually in the United States. Many big stores have had very liberal return policies. As long as you have a receipt, or sometimes even if you don't have a receipt, they will allow you in North America to return items that you purchased 30 days after the fact or 90 days after the fact. There are even some stores that allow lifetime returns even without a receipt. But I think that this has changed, especially in the last few years, because some bad apples have really abused these liberal return policies. So nowadays, I think it's more common that you can return items with a receipt within 30 days for your money back. Now, I'm curious, what about in your country? What is the typical return policy that you're seeing these days? And is this something that you find very strange, to be able to return things without a reason? You don't have to have any reason, just simply have the receipt and return them within 30 days for your money back at many stores. So let me know about your country. I'm curious. Let me know if you have questions about pronunciation. Let me know if this was helpful. Thank you again for watching Go Natural English. And If you would like to learn more, learn faster, learn sooner, get early access to lessons like these, as well as many, many, many premium lessons that are only for channel members, make sure to join the Go Natural English YouTube channel as a member. It is the most affordable and fun way to improve your English fluency right here with me, your American English coach, Gabby Wallace. Thanks again, and bye for now.